Mr. President, the Obama administration's war on energy isn't just a war on coal. It's a war on American jobs, on American families, and our national security. And that's why it's no surprise that the president's anti-energy agenda is gaining opposition from both sides of the aisle. And I'm thankful for the bipartisan leadership demonstrated by Leader McConnell and Senator Capito, two Republicans, as well as Senator Manchin and Senator Heitkamp, two Democrats, in standing up against the president's harmful regulations on our nation's coal-fired plants. And I'm proud to have joined them as a co-sponsor of the two bipartisan resolutions to stop the EPA from imposing its anti-coal regulations. The Congressional Review Act resolutions of disapproval we are considering today will block the Obama administration's regulations on existing coal-fired plants. We're also seeing strong opposition from more than half of the states in the country, including my home state of Montana, that through 3 different lawsuits have requested an initial stay on the rule. The Obama administration's reckless agenda is shutting down coal-fired power plants across the United States. It's killing family wage jobs for union workers, for tribal members in Montana, and is stifling investments that could lead to innovation to make coal even cleaner here in the United States. President Obama calls it the Clean Power Plan. That's not named correctly. It should be called the Unaffordable Energy Plan. President Obama's Unaffordable Energy Plan will have a negligible impact on global coal demand and global emissions. But it will lead to devastating consequences for affordable energy and these good-paying union and tribal jobs. Here are the facts. The United States mines just 11% of the world's coal and consumes about 10.5% of the world's coal. Said another way, 90% approximately of all the coal that's mined and consumed occurs outside the United States. And global demand for coal-fired energy will not disappear even if the United States were to shut down every last coal mine and coal-fired plant. Coal use around the world has grown 4 times faster than renewables. 1,200 coal plants are planned in 59 countries. Let me say it again. 1,200 coal plants are planned in 59 countries, about 3/4 of which will be in China and India. China alone consumes 4 billion tons of coal per year. Compare that to the United States at 1 billion tons a year. In other words, China 4 times greater than the United States. In fact, China is building a new coal plant every 10 days for the next 10 years. Look at Japan, for example. After the great quake there in Japan, they lost their nuclear power capability. Japan is currently building 43 coal-fired plants. And by 2020, India may have built 2.5 times as much coal capacity as the U.S. is about to lose. So the Obama administration's reckless war on energy will have little impact on global emissions. But here's what it will do. It will devastate significant parts of our economy. It's going to cause energy bills to skyrocket. It'll be a loss of tax revenues for our schools, for our roads, for our teachers. And it's going to destroy family, wage, union, and tribal jobs. If this rule moves forward, countless coal-fired plants, like Colstrip Power Plant in Montana, will likely be shuttered, putting thousands of jobs at risk. And it also will make new coal-fired plants incredibly difficult to build. The bottom line is this: coal keeps the lights on in this country, and it will continue to power the world for decades to come. In fact, in my home state of Montana, it provides more than half of our electricity. I've told my kids, we have 4 children, that when they plug in their phones, odds are it's coal that's powering that phone. And rather than dismissing this reality, the United States should be on the cutting edge of technological advances in energy development. We should be leading the way in powering the world, not disengaging. But unfortunately, President Obama's out-of-touch regulations take us in the opposite direction, and the people who can afford it the least will be impacted the greatest. And I urge my Senate colleagues to join in this bipartisan effort to stop the president's job-killing regulations on affordable energy. And join us in standing up for American energy independence. With what we've seen happen in the world in the last week, our national security and energy independence are tied together. Stand up for American jobs. Stand up for hardworking American families. Thank you, Mr. President.